Hi everyone, this is Jeezy. I was coming on to tell you a little bit about trucking. I'm into tankers and I've always wanted to drive tanker trucks. So I finally got into it. A lot of guys don't drive tankers because they get intimidated about it and they feel like it's a really dangerous job, which it is. It is the most dangerous, I believe it's the most dangerous truck to drive. So I'm gonna drop this trailer right now, and I'm just gonna show you how to drop a trailer. I just cut my hand. Okay, this is my truck. This is my truck. I'll give you a little short tour. This is my truck. This is what I drive every day. These are my little cabinets. My little step ladder that I need sometimes because I'm really short. This is my bed. It's where I sleep when time to pull over and I've exceeded my hours. Those are 2 storage cabinets, so I'll open it. This is where I store my little toiletry and little things that I might need, wet wipes and stuff, and to clean my face and stuff. So I'm gonna go out. It might be a little bit noisy out here because the engine is on. But I wanted to show you all how to, or at least how I dropped my trailer. Parked it. It's in a straight line. It took me like maybe 3 hours to park it, and I'm just playing. It took me a little while to, it takes me a long time to park because I'm not good at parking, but eventually I will get it in the box. So it just takes me a little bit longer than others. So I'm gonna step outside. Okay, so when you're dropping a trailer, the first thing you want to do is pull on this handle thing right here. So I pull this, just pull that, and I've opened up, usually there's a bar that crosses that thing over there, the little kingpin. So once you open that up, then I can detach the trailer from the tractor. The next thing you want to do is let this landing gear, this right here is the landing gear. You want to let the legs on the ground. But when you're doing this landing gear, you don't want to let the legs go all the way to the ground. You want to kind of leave them standing up so that the next person can pick this trailer up because it is fully loaded. And yeah, it'll be really hard for the next person to pick it up if it's all the way on the ground, because I remember it took me like a good hour to crank up the landing gear, and this is like 50,000 pounds I'm trying to get up off the ground, so it was really difficult for me to get it up. So I'm gonna try to let it down with one arm. Hopefully if I can crank. And all of these trailers are different. One might crank a different way. I got it on high speed, so let me show you. Okay, when you push it in, that's high. When you pull it out, that's the slow speed. So when you crank it up, this is really slow. It's not really doing anything. So I'm gonna push it back in to make it go faster. So now you can see that it's going down. It's going down. I'm just gonna keep cranking it until I can get it. Oh, actually, I'm doing it wrong. Actually, I'm sorry. You see this concrete? I don't want to drop it. I was just doing this for the sake of the video, not even paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, this concrete part right here, that's where I need to drop it at. You don't want to drop a trailer just anywhere, because you don't want it to sink into the ground. You see those marks? Somebody dropped the old trailer right there. They could probably get it up, but you don't want to sit it just anywhere. You want to make sure that it's a sturdy piece of concrete to hold it, you know, so it doesn't sink into the asphalt. So I'm gonna have to back it up a bit because I'm a bit shy of where the concrete is. So I need to get my landing gear on this little plaque of concrete, just like this one is. So I'm gonna back the trailer up just a little bit. So when I'm backing up, I'll move my steering wheel. Okay, I put my foot on the clutch. I disengage my clutch, so that means I push it all the way to the ground. I come over here to my stick, and yeah, my hands are filthy. This is like dirty women hands. So I want to put it in reverse. As you can see, got reverse. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 10 speed. So to put it in reverse, I have to move it over, all the way over to the left, and then push it up. Now it's in reverse. And I have my brakes on, so I'm gonna put this back down. I wanna release my brakes. So to release it, which is this yellow one and the red one, because I'm using both the tractor and the trailer. So to release my brakes, I just push both of them in. So push one in. Once you push that in, you want to put your foot on the brake, and then push the trailer, which is the back part of the truck, I'm pushing that in so I can start moving it. So I'm gonna try to back it up with one hand, one arm. I'm gonna move back a little bit and try to hit that spot back there on that concrete. So I'm gonna go back just a tad bit. I'm fully loaded, so it kind of rocks like crazy once I start moving. Right there. Let me go out and check. So I put it back in neutral. I put it back in neutral because I don't want it to move anywhere. And then I reapply my brakes. So I pull. Once I pull the yellow and the red one pretty much pops out, but you want to also check and make sure that it's out too. So, and then I check my stick and make sure I'm in neutral. As I'm moving this left and right, I'm moving my foot up off the clutch down there, this pedal right here. I'm moving my foot off the clutch. So now I'm safe to move because the vehicle is secured. So, and then I want to keep my truck idle. So I got my what do you call it? Like when your car, when you got, I forgot what you call it. Oh my goodness. When you're cruise control, that's what it's called. I got my cruise on, and then I'm gonna accelerate, which is this button. I'm press the accelerate and watch it idle up. So the needle is moving up to like almost to 10. So I idle it because if you're not moving these trucks in a certain amount of time, it will shut off on its own. So I'm gonna go back here and look and make sure that I am close to this concrete part back here. Oh, I need to go back a little bit more. Climb back up. I need to go back just a tad bit more. Should be good. So I'm applying my brakes again. Make sure I'm in neutral. Get out of the truck. It's pretty tight walking through here. Okay, so now I could move back just a little bit more. I'm gonna move back just a tad bit more. I'm bad at judging. just a tad bit more. Put it in reverse. Pushing brakes on and then move back just an inch more. Just, oh, keep rolling up. See, it's heavy. It's heavy, so it's kind of rolling me forward. And I think that's good right there. If it's not, oh well. Okay, let's get out and check. Squeeze through here. I hate to be super fat, you can't fit. Okay, so now we're gonna, like I was doing earlier, gonna crank it down, crank it down, crank it down. As you can see, you want to leave it up, so when the next person come with their tractor, they're gonna pick it up, and once they pick it up, the legs are already kind of be up off the ground, and all they have to do is crank it. They won't have to use so much muscle to try to get this up off the ground. So I'm gonna leave it like right there. So you got, you can see, kind of leave it up off the ground. As you can see, it's off the ground. Then we get back in and we finish detaching this tractor from the trailer. So okay, so we did the landing gear. Now we're gonna we pull the plate arm out, and then the last thing you want to do is take off these These are your air supplies, your electrical lines, all your lines are detached. So just pull those up, pull that one up, and pull this one out. So I'm gonna sit. Then you just store them in the stowaway right here. My electrical line goes there. My air line, just lock it on there. And then emergency air line, lock it there. So this is really dirty. It has that oil on this fifth wheel plate. That oil doesn't get off the clothes, but I can get it off my hands. Okay, so now that we got everything taken apart, the first thing we want to do is let the air out of the airbags. So to dump the air out, you have this button right here, is air suspension. You want to lower it. When you lower it, that's when you hear the air coming out. So I'm going to do that right now. You might hear it tss. And that's just letting the front go down. It's slowly letting the trailer goes down. It goes down a little bit. So once I let the air out, I leave that button on. Then I put my stick in first gear. Got it in first gear. So first gear is just over to the left, all the way to the wall, the left wall, and then you go down. That's one. And then I'm gonna release my parking brake, because the trailer, remember, I took all those lines and stuff off of the trailer. So this is no longer needed because we detached everything. So this is the only one, because I'm only moving this front vehicle. So we're gonna push that in, and we got our stick in first gear, and we're just gonna ease up. And when I ease up, I'm gonna move away from the trailer, and that's gonna drop the trailer back there. So I'm gonna ease up. When I ease up off this clutch right here, down there, and you're gonna hit a trailer drop once I move. Ooh, it's kind of heavy. See? Now I'm up from underneath the trailer. I just dropped it. Then I secure my vehicle, just pull that one out, and I make sure that I'm back in neutral. And then I make sure you flip this switch back up so that the air can go back in my tires, and it'll lift my tractor back up. And I take my foot off the clutch, I know it's a lot of steps you gotta remember with this stuff, but as you do it, the more you do it, the more, you know, get used to it. So I'm gonna go back here and look how we look. And now see the fifth wheel, that little greasy fifth wheel plate. I'm no longer under the trailer. That's how it locks into that plate up there. And it's sitting down on the ground, so everything is finished. So now I can just pull off and bobtail with just the front tractor. And that's pretty much it. That's how you take the tractor away from the trailer. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope that this video was informative to someone. I hope that somebody learned something from this video, and God bless. Bye.